one would expect with any big brand, especially an international brand like Ford, that shortly after an incident like this, they'd contact the family and not only offer their condolences, but more importantly, share with us what would be their plan on investigating the matter, so that we could have some sort of comfort that this matter is being investigated. We did not hear from Ford whatsoever. It was only after we wrote an email to Mark Fields and Jeffrey Nemeth did we get a response from Peter Fester on behalf of that email that I sent to them. And that's where the communication channel started opening. Shibishi Muratane came on record with Rod Montano. And in that first meeting, which we worked so hard to get, he made it clear that he did not want the family there. I can account for every minute on the 4th of December that we've lost him, and everything we've done for the last year. And that's what Ford's forced us to do. They forced us to relive this loss every day, and it gets heavier and heavier for us to deal with. And they seem to think that we are looking for many different things, and they don't understand the simplest thing we want is closure.
From yesterday, I just believe it's not a proper recall that's being done. I don't see very much of a difference of what they've done over the period of December. Because people are taking their cars in, they're going to repair it and give it back to them. And my biggest concern is people have did this in December and cars have burnt after. So for me, they should have taken these cars off the road. So yesterday, very disappointing that that's a safety recall. And people still have to drive around with their families, and I mean, South Africans don't feel safe in those cars. And pushing them towards their insurance if they do have a fire and take no accountability, it's gobsmacking for me that they would do that.
What would you want Ford to do?
I think to start, for them to stop making a mockery of my brother's death. They're focusing more time at the image and attitudes of individuals at Ford South Africa. It seems to be they're fighting a personal battle rather than a brand issue on identifying the true cause of the death of my brother. We'd like to simply get to a conclusion. What caused the fire, which we are pretty confident that we know what caused, not what caused it, how the fire started. And for that to be accepted by Ford. And a sincere apology referred to my mum, and not condolences offered at the NCC in a public forum where Jeffrey has done yesterday. And does it take a year for them to actually make condolences to us? The first condolences offered by Jeffrey Nemeth was on the 15th of December, when we met with him. And that's a year and 9 days after my brother's death. From what we understand of how this fire started, is for Ford to make some really concerted efforts to ensure that other Kugas in South Africa are not going to have the same problem. Our concern about the safety recall is that if we look at the issue in KZN, a consumer took his vehicle into a dealership, it was checked, told it was safe to go back on the road, and 30 kilometers later it burst into flames. So how safe is their repairs? Because his vehicle was repaired by Ford under the software water bottle thing they referred to. And that's where we are really concerned that what they said yesterday is not really going to 100% address the risk of these vehicles continuing to burst into flames.